Welcome back, everybody, to the O'Shea Vlogcast. I am your host, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Today, finally, we got one of the dudes that one of my official channels, man. Before I was even a YouTuber, I was watching this dude, man. The one, the only, my big bro. I don't call too many people that, but on here, I got a lot of respect for this dude. Man, he came before. He was really like one of the first dudes before the manosphere really even got started on YouTube. Man, he was the first guy I ever heard talk about simping. Misanthropik 1. What's up, player?
What's up? Negro Manosphere, what's up? How you doing?
Bro.
Dude, it's an honor to be on here talking with these guys. I know what the hell is up. He's got to be somewhere in there. He's one of your mods. I know he's in there. What's up? That's my dude. Bye Pie. Is Bye Pie in there too?
Yeah, he'll probably be here. Let me check the chat right now. Okay, let's see if they're in here right now. What up, Inde? Nah, they're not here. They will be here though.
Okay, yeah, I can't even see the chat on my side, but is there an option for me to see it?
You have to actually click on another like phone or something like that, or a computer.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just do it on my phone.
Yeah, you can see it.
Just turn the shit off.
But let me ask you this, bro. Why are you doing that? Well, what made you come to YouTube and start like becoming a content? Because you have like over 900 videos, you know, millions of channel views and shit. What made you come onto YouTube and start posting in the first place?
I shared this story on one of my videos. Dude, like you said, I got a shitload of videos, so I don't even remember which one it was. But I grew up just angry as fuck. You know, I always, you know, wanted to be that dude that wanted to fit in and be the, you know, I guess you could say the cool kid or whatever the fuck. I'm sorry. Now that I turned the phone on, this is going on. But here we go. Yours was the first one to come up on this shit. Yeah, but I always, you know, you watch TV and you see what's in and I'm sorry. Here we go. Now that I turned the phone on, this is going on. There we go. I want to see the live chat. Yours was the first one to come up.
On the video? Go ahead and press pause on the video. So that way.
Yeah, let me back it. Let me mute it. Sorry. So, you know, you're influenced, especially here in America, you're influenced by a lot of shit, you know, and I really wasn't accepted too much because when I found myself, I was into music, into, you know, not just hip hop, not the stereotypical shit that every other black dude is into, you know. I love the hip hop, you know this, you know, because of my reviews and all that shit. I'm a big hip hop head, underground hip hop, especially old school and underground hip hop. But I was also into metal, into punk, into classical jazz. I was into a lot of shit. Wasn't really accepted by majority of black people. And then you had also on the flip side, you have white people that say, well, that's not black because you're into, you know, it's the same excuse that a lot of black people were using too at the time. You know what I mean? So I was really angry. See, I'm a popular bastard. When it came to the females, Jesus Christ, you already know where I'm going. I tried to be a white knight, tried to be a gentleman. Like I previously stated before we got on the air, it didn't go anywhere. Nice guys, it really don't work for them. Yeah, I got some play, I got some ass and shit, but on the back of it, it was false because you know what I mean? Like it wasn't it wasn't based off of who I was. You know what I mean? I was being somebody else, and those people, I may have gotten pity pussy, whatever the case may be. So long story short, one of my friends, my friend Will McKay, I'll never forget, this is how I got started with this shit. You know, one day I was writing all my gripes down. And because me and him always had this discourse about what pisses people off and everything. So I wrote everything down, and he was like, wow, you're able to articulate why you're upset about these shits. He's like, damn, I agree with all this shit that you write down, because I wanted to write a book. So he goes, you know what, you should get behind the camera and just vocalize this shit. Because he goes, dude, you're funny as hell when you're pissed off, you know, like, because he goes, you have me rolling. You're mad as fuck. So I said, you know what, it took me a couple years, and then I finally bought a camera, started venting my fucking anger and shit. So there it is.
And then the Misanthropik YouTube channel was born. Hard to have a successful channel on YouTube. You've done that. You still do that.
Yeah.
But like I said, one of the things that I got from you is you were kind of open with your failed relationships. Like a lot of your content, I mean, because you do roast. I've seen you roast people's mixtapes and shit. And people actually get mad for you like reviewing their albums and saying it sucks. I watched that part, but I've also listened and learned a lot from you talking about how you were simping, and you know I got some stories on that. But let me ask you this, because we want to help some of the brothers out, and you definitely are a channel that helps out a lot of brothers. How did you know? I mean, the girls you were dealing with when you were like not being yourself. How did they know that you were not being genuine? Do you get what I'm saying?
I guess, I don't know, because the real you will come out in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? You can't hide behind a veil forever. Oh God, I got to think of, because I try to wipe this shit out of my mind. You know, once I put it on video, I try to move on. You know, I don't know. It's like you can only, like, for example, if you see a chick that's into classical music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's fine as fuck, beautiful, big titties, fat ass, you know, typical nice shit. And you go and you start talking about fucking Chopin or Beethoven to her, and eventually, you know, she's gonna see through. It's not real. I just can't explain it. Like,
yeah,
pieces of you are gonna start coming out. Pieces of you, like, you're not really into that shit. Yeah, you might be saying that to get in her panties, you know, eventually, but then, you know, she's gonna see my tattoos. She's gonna see this and that. Like, I'm not really that guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to. Oh fuck! I don't know how to put it. You kind of got to embrace what you're into. You have to fully embrace it. You know what I mean? I'm into a lot of shit, and I don't like to hide it. I don't believe in pleasing you in order to get ass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, if I happen to get ass off of being myself, that's the ultimate goal. You know? Well, let me not say that. That makes the pussy that much better.
Right.
You know? But if you're sitting here and you're going, well, you know, I'm just gonna do this. It's like, why go through that extra effort? You know what I'm saying? It's just wasted effort to me. I'd rather you like me for who I am, you know, or give me the ass for who I am. You know, like, I'm gonna fuck with that nigga because he is who he is. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, he's just saying shit that I want to hear, so I'll just, you know. And a lot of dudes, you already know. I'm not even ready to go in. You know, I'm like an engine. I gotta rev up, man.
Okay, well let's talk about that, because obviously you're super bright, and that's one of the things that kind of drew me to your channel, because there's some people I can watch on YouTube, and they may know what they're talking about, but I just kind of really can't resonate with their thinking process. Like with you, the way you think, I mean, it's obvious that you were, you know, you're bright, probably a very smart kid. You're coming up, maybe a little different. And you're probably like me. People probably thought you were a nerd, or you're a little bit kind of awkward, stuff like that. How did you deal with that when you were like, you know, a teenager or coming up? You know, you liked different things. You know, you had different interests. How did that bother you?
To tell the truth, a lot of soul searching, a lot of crying, a lot of lashing out. One thing I regret is not really spending a lot of time with family, I always looked outside, you know, because I felt that I had accepted love already, you know, like it was automatic with my family. Now that I'm a little bit older, I try to spend more time with family. You know what I mean? That's key, because they always keep you grounded. And I'm so fucking thankful for the family that I have. My parents, I've talked about how my parents are divorced, and you know how me and you go in on this fatherlessness shit. My parents are divorced, but I always had my father in some way, shape, or form. He'd always call me, he'd always talk to me. Me and him have gotten a little bit closer now. But you need you need that to kind of anchor all your emotions. And even though I would consider myself sort of an automaton, you know what I mean? Like I kind of learned to let my emotions go, because I'm not one of these simp ass dudes that's like that are heartbroken. I used to be a heartless romantic. I used to be that dude. You know what I mean? But that helped me, that I kind of regret growing up, that I didn't really latch onto too much. You know, now I'm starting to latch onto it. There's a lot of lessons that you begin to see in retrospect, or think back to in retrospect, and you go, oh shit, this is what they were trying to say. You know what I mean? And but I did have a lot of male influences, excuse me. My uncles, grandpa, my late grandfather, rest in peace. Just a lot of people that gave me lessons. My mother, because you know, a lot of people will say that you know how we get that criticism, us being black men. Oh, well, your mama's black and all that bullshit. My mother be the first one to tell me to check these hoes. And she's African. She'd be the first one telling me. She'd be like, no, you're not bringing any fucking chick that don't respect your family or your friends. You're not bringing her in my house. You know what I mean? She got to do this. She got to not only respect you as a man, she got to respect everybody around you. You know, it's just that's how I cope. You know, I always, family is paramount for me. Friends, friends that are even, you could consider blood. That's how I cope. Your videos is how I cope. Your videos, other brothers' videos, you know, your David Carroll's, your Sotomayor's, Angry Man's. That's how I cope. Oh, shout out to Truth Teller 410. That's the next guy you need to get on here. You will love him.
Okay.
You need to get on here. Get him on here. Write that down. That's my brother from another 10. He will set your channel on fire.
Wow. I gotta get him.
Yeah, you need his ass on there.
Okay.
Oh, so shout out What the Hell is Up? What the Hell Up? I see you. I see you, my brother.
What's up? What the hell?
I see you finally. I see him on the phone.
I see.
Yeah, I see him on the live chat.
Let me ask you this, because you said, no, were both of your parents of African origin? Or
yeah, both born in Africa. Yeah.
Okay, so where were your parents born?
My mother is Cameroonian, and my father is from Sierra Leone.
Okay,
from Freetown.
So Freetown. Yeah. Okay, so West Africa and Cameroon is kind of like it's right by Nigeria, right? Cameroon.
Cameroon is beneath Nigeria, right beneath it.
Yeah, right beneath it. Okay.
Yeah, they're both.
So
West
your
African.
mom speaks French, then, right?
Yeah, my mom speaks French.
So let me ask you this, because when you were coming up, you had an African family, and you were coming up. Did you have a hard time with African Americans, so to speak?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know it.
Okay, let's talk about that.
All right.
Niggas ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's something they not. I ain't gonna lie. Let's keep it real.
Nah, listen. This is something that is very common. Sad to say. You got from African Americans or Black Americans. You have the whole perception that just because you speak a certain way, you come from a certain area, and you're still black, you're not completely black, which is the stupidest thing ever, because nowadays you see with Black Lives Matter and all these pro-black, faux pro-black movements, they want to claim Africa, but yet you don't want to claim it at the same time. Like my nigga Chino XL, you know Chino XL, the rapper?
Yeah, yeah.
You know who? He has a line that cracks me up every time I hear it. He goes, "Battling Chino XL is like Africa. A lot of niggas talk about it, but they don't really want to go there." It's the truth. It's the truth. You talk that shit, but you're not ready for it. You know what I mean? And it cracks me up because again, like Chino XL, because he has a song called "Who Am I?" because he's mixed, and I relate to that song so much because you try to fit in with whoever you could. I mean, you're young, you know, it's what you try to do. Nowadays, I could give a fuck less, you know what I mean? But you know, you try to fit in with people that look like you, and you get called names, African booty scratcher, this and that, you know, spear chucker. But you know what? It's just funny because those are the same dudes that, you know, propel the black community forward by being successful businessmen and this and that, you know, and then you get mad when they don't want to help your black ass out. That's the funniest thing ever. Like when they leave the hood, you get mad at them for not helping you out. I don't blame motherfuckers that do that shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, it's still to this day, you know, you run around and because people find out I'm into certain things or I'm from Africa or this and that, or I don't say nigga every fucking 5 fucking seconds, that, oh, you're considered white, you're whitewashed. You know what I mean? Like it's just the fucking stupidest thing ever, man. And that's why we'll constantly be in the back of the line, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I noticed because today I was talking about if I should go to Uganda the next week, and then you're one of the first to comment like Uganda, yeah, it's beautiful. Have you been to Africa before?
Yeah, I've been to Africa 3 times.
Where did you go?
I went to Sierra Leone, but I was too young to remember it, and I went to Cameroon twice.
Cameroon. I heard they got some super fat asses in Sierra Leone.
Jesus Christ. I would imagine, yeah. I would imagine. You watch Nollywood, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you can see they got some fine chicks in Africa. They got fine chicks. You don't gotta go too far.
How was Cameroon?
I'm sorry?
How was Cameroon when you went, and what ages were you, and how did you feel about being there?
Cameroon, I was fucking young too. Shit. I think maybe 10 is the last time I was there. But I still remember it vividly. It's fucking beautiful. I still got relatives that come back and forth, you know, bringing me pictures, showing me relatives I haven't seen in a while. I'm still in contact with a lot of relatives there. It's beautiful. You know, it's a little bit, it's behind the times compared to everybody else, you know, when you go to the village and shit like that. But there's a lot of cities there. You know, it's not like what you see on TV, what you see on like Discovery Network and all that bullshit, Discovery Channel. You'll see just like deserts and bush and all that shit. But no, you go to places like, you know what I mean? You go to places like in Cameroon, you go to Douala. Douala is a city. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sierra Leone, I can't really speak on it too much because, like I said, I don't remember too much of it. I know that the revolution is over there, but from what my relatives tell me, that is really still bad as far as amenities and like running water and shit like that. People getting sick. I don't know. I want to go back just to see. You know, I eventually want to go back to. I have to go back to Cameroon, as a matter of fact, because I have property there. So,
really?
Yeah, my late grandfather left my mother one of his houses because he was a pastor and he had multiple compounds, and we have one in Bangui, and it's left to my mother and me. So we want to go and try and renovate it so some of the students, because it's near school grounds, some of the students can rent it out while we're not there. So it's extra income.
Let me ask you this, because you've been to Africa. Your parents are from, one is from, Cameroon is kind of, is close to West Africa, and Sierra Leone is West Africa. So, and you had issues with African Americans coming up. So, what girls were easier for you to date when you were coming up? What girls did you have the most success with?
I would say, you know what? It's kind of hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was raised with my mother taught me, well, both my parents, but I spent more time with my mother because they got divorced in the early mid 90s. Both believe that they don't care who I deal with as far as a woman is concerned. They don't care as long as she treats me right. And she respects the family. She respects others. They don't give a shit. But my parents have always said, listen, especially my mother, like, don't bring no ratchet hood rat chick to this house. Do not. They will not be. And it's understandable. Like me personally, I'll fuck the shit out of a hood rat, but I will never bring her home. You know what I mean? Like if she's fine, you know what? If the opportunity shows itself, I'll do it. But but easiest to date. I've been all around the rainbow. But to me, all women are fucking crazy. All women got the same fucking issues. Yeah, they mature fast, but they stop at a certain. They stop. They hit the wall as far as maturity. Men age and we get wiser with time. And it's really hard for me to say who I've had the most problems with, but I would say ethnic. Well, I would say mostly, it's funny, but I would say black women. Let's do that, because they'll sit. They have an archetype of a man. Most women do, but especially black women. They'll sit and say, this nigga got to be 6 feet tall and this and that, or you're not black enough for me. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, especially coming from black women, which is kind of disheartening. White women, they're more, I guess you could say, easier to talk to, easier to approach. Asians are difficult for me. I've never fucked an Asian. I've never. They are a challenge for me. I really want to nail one. Just to say that I did. There's a lot of good-looking ones, dude, but there's one in particular that I really love, but very difficult. Indians from India, difficult. Well, I consider them Asian because it's part of Asia.
Right.
But white women, very easy to approach. Spanish women are my favorite. If I had a choice, my preference, Spanish women, Latinas, and I think you said this in a video, if you plan on going abroad, to learn the language and all that shit, you know Polish, right? You speak Polish at all?
My Polish is terrible. I understand some things.
Oh, it's shit. Because I love Spanish women so much that I actually learned the language.
Damn.
So I speak Spanish, but not as fluent as I want to be. But all my Spanish friends tell me, they're like, yo, if you like Spanish women, you have to either dance or you have to speak the language. And they say that I speak well, but not as fluent as they are. So
right.
Yeah.
Let's kind of get into some of the deep stuff. I mean, because I've heard some. If you don't mind.
Yeah, dude.
Let me do this before you do this, man. I gotta promote your channel.
Demetrius.
Let me do this real quick. Damn. Wait,
look at you. Yeah, rich.
Well, shout out to King Demetrius Player, man. I didn't even know, bro. You said, I'm like, oh shit. Damn. That's what y'all watching right now. Shout out to King Demetrius. God damn. 75.
Yeah, didn't even say anything. Yo, he dropped the mic.
Yeah, I know. Just walked out. Yo, I wasn't even expecting that, bro. I heard you say something. I'm like, what happened? And yo, let let me stop the show real quick, man. Let me stop the show real quick. People like King Demetrius, man. People like even Misanthropik one. I can honestly say, I have the best supporters on fucking YouTube. Definitely in Black YouTube. I don't think I know any other person, probably besides like, well, yeah, Angry Man, Minister Jap, those people. But besides, those two people, I can't say, man, that I have to go a day without anything, man. With you brothers are just that good to me. You're that good to the Negro manosphere. Even brothers like Misanthropik, when he comes in, he know he ain't got to give me a damn dime because it's all good, but he's support anyway. So once again, I thank you, brothers, for what you're doing. And let's do this, brothers, because we have a legend here. You know what I'm saying? Amongst Black people, 900 videos of nothing but just roasting and killing simps. All right. You guys have to go do me a favor. Go into the chat. All right. Misanthropik 1. Okay. I want all you brothers to sub Misanthropik 1. I mean, you're gonna find a lot of different kind of content on there, man. And some of that shit is gonna be so fucking hilarious. And you always know because he has that same music in the background on every video. Like that's how you know it's you know what I mean? So he said we support you because you ugly. That's true. I am ugly.
Jesus, here we go, man. Here we go, man.
Hey, that nigga be getting a lot of money. So damn, if being ugly is helping me, I will fuck myself up even more. But shout out to Jason Johnson, man. He always supporting too. Marcus Brown. So you brothers, do me a favor, man, and sub Misanthropik 1. Comment if you sub back. Also in the description link, I'm gonna leave his YouTube handle. He's currently at 13,000, I think like 13,000 subscribers. I'd like to get him to 13,500 tonight. So 13,315. Let's get him at least to 13,500, brothers. So let's subscribe.
Love you, Theron. Love you, Marcus.
So we're gonna get back onto the show now. All right, I know you got a lot of simp stories like me. I have so many fucking simp stories. One of them I just unlocked because I was simping so hard on the video. I actually put it on private. And no bullshit. I put it on private because I had simped so hard, but I actually just unreleased it. What I want to say is, can you give me some stories of how you simped before you came to the red pill? Like, if you feel comfortable.
Let me. I got to go deep into the memory banks.
It's been so long.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There've been times where I would, in high school, you would get chicks chocolate. This is all in retrospect too, because like I said, this was me. There you go. You got another donation right there. $40. You getting rich, bitch.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm not even super. Hold on.
Jason Johnson.
Oh shit, Jason, bro. That Jason Johnson fucking selling drugs or something. That nigga do this like every fucking day. Bro, where do you going on? Where do you niggas work at, bro? Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas got so much fucking money, bro. Like, what the fuck do y'all niggas do?
Dude, don't question it. We gotta support Black media. That it don't matter. The ends justify the means.
Jason Johnson, he the only dude that come in here and be roasting niggas like, you ugly as fuck. He get like $1,000 of shit. Man, shout out to Jason, bro. Appreciate you,
bro. Okay. I remember one when I was fucking young. And my cousin had to drag me out of the vortex. There was one chick that I wanted to meet at the park, bring her ass fucking flowers, and I was wearing a fucking you're gonna like this shit. I was rocking a fucking trench coat. Nah, he was like, nah, you ain't going out there. He was like, fuck that shit. He was like, no. And these are chicks that in retrospect would not give me the time of day. Not even today, even. Well, maybe today, because I'm more like, I don't put them on a pedestal. I don't chase women like that. Let me see. There was this is going way back, middle school, high school. This women. There was one chick that just based off her looks alone, I randomly went up to her, asked her out. You know, I was thirsty as fuck. And, you know, she was a little bit weirded out. You know, to her credit, she needed to be weirded out because she didn't know me from Adam. But, you know, I was desperate. I just went up based off of looks, which everybody does. But then you find out later, you know, it was a bullet I dodged. A bitch, you know, got around. Oh, fuck.
But the simping,
a lot of this shit,
trench coat and
I'm
was
sorry. Go ahead.
You was simping. Oh, shout out to my man Beta, man. $15 super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Also, you always coming through. I'm gonna take your money and give me a new Jerry curl weave. So shout out to Beta. I need it, nigga. My head is fucked up, dude. You was simping in a trench coat.
Yeah, dude. You said that I was honest. You said that I was honest. Yo, I put it all out there. Listen, dude, and you know all these. Dude, I can't believe I remember that shit. Holy fuck, that's embarrassing as shit. But
bro,
can you imagine my black ass in a trench coat? That's never mind.
Bro, I'm gonna trade a story with you. Go
ahead.
Okay, I got so many fucking simp stories. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I met this bitch, right? This is bad because I wasn't like, at least she was a little kid. I was grown, like 24.
Oh no.
Okay. I met this on the internet. She had I think it was on MySpace or something like that. And bitch had a big old bubble booty too. She was a broke bitch though. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, back then cell phones was kind of like, you know, when cell phones came out first, that's when bitches started sending booty pictures and shit like that because it was just new. And, you know me, I had my little cut off all the lights, you know, my jack on oil and everything like that, right? So, you know, she used to hit me with the little pictures or whatever, and then she was like, you know, my phone got cut off, right? So it's not like just paying the bill. Let me tell you how I simped.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not about just paying it. I never seen this bitch.
No.
This bitch had T-Mobile back in the day. He's talking about no. Yes. This bitch had T-Mobile prepaid, right? Let me tell you, I was simping on a budget. I drove my car to AM/PM, went and got a T-Mobile prepaid card, scratched the shit off the refill, sent it to her friend's phone that was on so she can turn her shit back on. Oregon. That is a fucking simp tale. When you go to the motherfucking store, get a T-Mobile prepaid card, scratch the shit off for the bitch, give her the code for a hoe you ain't never met. Turn her phone on for another nigga to hit that shit.
Yeah. Dude, and you know, my shits aren't nearly as bad as some shit that I hear like that or things that I've seen. And that's what infuriates me so much because I was on my way to being really bad, but I kind of saved myself. You know, I pulled myself out. And when I see other dudes doing that shit, it literally makes my stomach curl. You know what I mean? That's why I go so hard. Like it pisses me the fuck off. Like, dude, you know, where are your balls at? You know what I mean? Like, just tell these hoes, look, there's certain shit that I'm just not doing. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? If I don't get the ass, so be it. You know, you're not going to hold that over my fucking head. I mean, I wish you would, but whatever.
Can't tell another one.
Huh?
Can't tell another one.
Yours are funny.
All right, listen. My godfather had died, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. I probably should leave this one to like a private video, but I'm actually gonna do a whole video on this one. My godfather died, right? So we from Sacramento, but I was born in LA, moved to Sacramento, so we went back to LA for the funeral. Now, it's funny because this is a true story. My dad put me on to these prostitutes. My own father now.
Nice.
He was like, look, I got $40, go over there and fuck this bitch. It was a long, I was living in Compton at the time. I swear to God. It was a Long Beach in the laundry. I was at fuck this prostitute at this motel called The Hub. And if you're from Compton, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It's right across the street from Jackrabbit Liquor. Okay. I have fucked this prostitute a few times, right?
Mm-hmm.
My girl in there listening, she never heard the story. Sorry, boo. I was simping at the time before I met you. So I have fucked this prostitute. God. This shit was like 15 years ago. All right, so y'all can't be mad. This is before I met. So, anyways, I took the car, my mama's car, after the funeral. My guy daddy had died and everything. I'm sad. I want to. So I'm like, look, I'm going to take this car, get some pussy, and make myself feel better, right? Got to the goddamn place with my mama's car. This bitch was out there talking about, oh, I'm on my period. I'm only giving blowjobs today. Okay. I'm such a simp. I gave the bitch $20, like, oh, that's okay, boo. Here you go. I'll see you next week. And gave the bitch $20 for nothing.
Oh.
Got in the car and drove back to the funeral. My mom was like, where the fuck you go? I was eating.
Oh, shit.
And that was
oh, fuck. You gave the bitch $20 and you got no head.
Then after I had fucked her before.
You felt bad. Huh?
I was just simping, nigga. The simping was at its all, bro. And I actually felt good about that shit. I got back in the car like
I got one. Now that I remember one, there was this whore I was dealing with, and I'm using the term loosely because, and let me say this for any females that are gonna watch this. Yeah, I use it loosely because it makes me feel good. I don't give a fuck how anybody feels. If you're not a whore, you're not gonna feel no type of way. But anyway, I was dealing with this bitch, and she had two or three kids, I forget. And this was years ago, maybe I want to say 2006, maybe. I was still, just hopeful that I would find a good woman. But, dealing with this bitch, she fucked around. We fucked a couple times. Pussy was good. And she stopped wanting to deal with me for whatever reason. She said that I was smothering her or whatever. May have been true to her credit. So one day out of the blue, she calls me up. She goes, oh, you want to hang out tonight and this and that. So I was like, my simp ass was like, oh, yeah, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to go to my friend's house and this and that. So I went, I picked her up, drove her to her fucking friend's house. Me thinking that, if I spend some time with her after the fact, I'm going to get laid. We go to her friend's house. I'm just sitting there in the corner while she's bugging out with her fucking friend. It's a female friend. I was there for like maybe 2-3 hours. Then I think she wanted to go to Wendy's for something. I didn't pay for that, but not that it would have made a difference because it's cheap as shit, but I wouldn't have paid for it. Just for you brothers out there, I don't care if you're going to Red Lobster. I don't care if you're going to fucking Burger King. Fuck it. Let me leave that alone. So I end up driving her. I said, listen, I'm going to look for a place to park. She goes, no, she gave me some bullshit excuse. She goes, no, I'm going over here and I'm expecting someone and this and that. So gotta go, bye. And she slammed the door of the car. You don't know how much that fucking infuriated me. I wanted to fucking, dude, I wanted to fucking strangle that bitch. I really did. Like I'm sitting there wasting my fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Dealing with you. And all we did was fuck previously. So I'm thinking, okay, if I'm coming out, like I'm gonna get at least a hand job. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, but this bitch, you know, she just wanted a lift to this fucking horse house and didn't want to give up anything. So that was one of my defining moments, you know?
In simping.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I tell you what. Do you get a lot of? Now, let me ask you this: since we both, I mean, I don't think you were as great. I'm pretty sure you. I know that you were not as great of a simp as me. I was super simp. I mean, I still really bitches is still enjoying the shit I bought them from my simping years. I told about a story about I bought a bitch an exercise ball. This bitch, I'm pretty sure, is getting the shit fucked out of her right now on that same ball I bought her about 4 years ago. My simping is still benefiting some nigga right now today.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right now today. Do you get a lot of emails from, you know, because you talk about simping a lot on your channels and shit like that. Do you get a lot of emails from brothers that ask you for advice or ask you like, you know, like what are some of your readers or subscribers? What kind of questions do you get hit up with?
Mostly it's, dude, I wouldn't even believe that I could help out this many people, but I get a lot of thank you, brother, for putting that out there. This made my day. This video changed my life because this is true. You know, you get the ones that say, you know, you just described my situation, or thank you for putting this out there because now I know what to expect when I see certain signs, you know. And it's funny that I'm bringing up that last one. There was a video by Angry Man that he, I just laughed. He says that men shouldn't watch Lifetime because it's strictly for hoes and shit like that. And I kind of got to disagree with that. And the reason why I say that is because I used to be against it because one of my best friend, he always has it on in the background, always has Lifetime on. And I always just be like, yo, dude, why are you watching this shit? This shit is like for fucking hoes and shit. Like, what are you doing? So one day I'm chilling with my godson. His son is my godson. So I'm bullshitting, playing with my godson. And I hear the dialogue in the background. And my boy comes in and he's about to change the channel. I said, no, leave it on because I got dragged into it. It's corny acting. It's bad dramatizations. I love that shit. I love shit that's so bad that it's good. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, I love B-rated shit. I love all of that because I like laughing at it. So, but I got dragged into the shitty plot of it. And one of the reasons that I watched that shit, because my friend brought it up, it's not because it's so good, but because it's actually lessons. It's shit that happens in real life. A lot of that shit is based off of real shit, but it teaches brothers, you know, it teaches a lot of men in particular what women are up to because they got those psycho ass whores on there doing crazy shit. So you can see the signs from there. You know what I mean? So, but I'm kind of veering, but a lot of the emails I get are thank yous, you know, dude, you were right on the money when it came to that shit. You changed my life. Please keep talking about that shit, you know. Advice, you know, it's very rare with the advice because I cover it. I cover it most of the time. Most of the shit that I get is thank you for putting that out there. But you know, it's very rare. Like someone like, you know, you'll get, what do I do in this situation? You know, this girl is doing this. I said, the only advice I could tell brothers is just stay very staunch in your beliefs. That's it. That's all you can do. Because if you have pillars of morality that you stick to and you will not budge, I mean, you can only, you may be alone, you may not be alone, but you'll always retain your dignity and your integrity. Those are two things that I refuse to compromise. You know, so.
Let me do this. Shout out to my man Carlos Jean, man. Damn, y'all niggas got paid today. Shout out to my brother and Carlos Jean. Keep representing the real. Brothers got money, man. You know, shout out to the brothers, but y'all got money. Yeah, I mean, people, you know, talking about black men ain't got money. Black men got a lot of fucking money, man. So shout out to the brothers. You guys know, and like I said, I like working with the brothers, man. Like I like working with people like Misanthropik. When I call him my big bro all the time, I gotta show him the utmost respect because he's one of the people that inspired me to get into this, you know, particular field. You know, he without even knowing me. People like Charles Tyler, Misanthropik one. You know, I really didn't have like a lot of times when you have like friends that ain't shit. You come to YouTube and try to find other black men that share your ideas. And sometimes, you know, in your neighborhood, you don't find people who think like you. So, you know, once again, I really appreciate, you know, the brothers for supporting. You guys know that as you support me, I use this money to pay people like Alan Roger Curry, still unemployed, but showing commitment to my word to donate to the growth and expansion there. Whoa, tonight. Bro, okay, shout out to you, man. But like, if you, I mean, I don't want to break your neck, man. If you, I should have. God, hold on.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that on the show. Misanthropik one. How you gonna be getting interviewed and donate during the interview, nigga? Like,
dude, like I said, look. When it comes to, you've seen other videos when it comes to, you know, black, to the black community or lack thereof, I believe we got to support each other, man. I mean, you know, you see something that has potential, hold it up. So there you go.
Well, shout out to you. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm fucking touched right now, bro. Like, wow, man. Thank you, man. All of you. Damn, nigga might start cheering that nigga.
Stop, man. Listen, man. Look. It ain't nothing to me. I do it with you. I do it with JD Black. You know, because we need to support each other. We need to we need to get out there, man. Because you know, with this last, I wouldn't say last attack, but with these hoes, what these hoes did, I mean. We definitely gotta step it up, man. That shit kind of scared me, I'll admit. But you know, you got your channel back, which was beautiful. Who'd they go after? They went after
everybody.
Yeah, but they knocked out this dude, Jared I'm sorry.
They got Reluctant Nobby too.
Yeah, they knocked out Nobby. They knocked out Jared Haggerty was the latest one they knocked out. But they didn't do it. You know, they're so stupid that King Demetrius just one up me. Fuck you.
What did he do?
Demetrius just one up me.
He did?
He just one up me. Look. 125. He just one up me.
Hold on,
fucking bastard. He just one up me.
I see. What the?
Dude, you deserve it, man. Don't act surprised. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, but like, damn, y'all. Yeah,
this
y'all
is what support, man. This is what black men do. This is what we should be doing. So listen, it's not about one-upping. It's about the fact that you're putting out good fucking content, despite who likes it, despite who doesn't. Support the fucking Negro manosphere, man. That's all it's about, man.
Wow, man. And then
you're speechless, man.
I really don't know what the fuck to say. I mean, it's funny because I've had hangouts where I had like 700 people or 400 people watching. I only have like maybe 100. And this hangout by far is the most money that I've ever gotten in one fucking hangout. It's ridiculous. So again,
you see what happens. You see what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to retire after this shit. I ain't gonna work for like another year. But thank you guys, man. I really, I'm so glad to be, doing this. damn, nigga, I'm about to get all kind of chicken and strippers tonight. But, let's do.
No, I don't think they got that shit in Poland, man. Do they?
Yeah, they do. They do have strippers in Poland, but I really don't.
No, I thought you said. Oh, I thought you said chicken. I'm sorry.
Oh, they got KFC.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. Do me a favor, brothers. Let's go ahead and subscribe to Misanthropik one. Otis Jones, what up, boy? $10. Appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, I was simping, bro, for real, nigga. Dog. I got some Jerome Thomas, appreciate you, player. I got some simping stories for that ass. But let me do before we get back into simping. Let's get my big bro Misanthropik one. Let's go ahead and subscribe to him, man, because the brother has been, on YouTube. He's been making the case. He said take that money and invest in something productive. I will, nigga. Crack cocaine. You want to help me with it? Why would you even say something dumb like that, dude? Why would you take that money and invest in something productive? Nigga, what are you talking about?
I know. The Negro manosphere is not productive at all. I mean, what the fuck is that?
I mean, let's talk about that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Dude,
I mean, it's always a dumb nigga that comes in and says something fucking stupid like this. Can I roast him real quick?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm here. It's your channel, man.
Jason, it's cool, bro. He said, "Oh, y'all want about Jason?" Bro, I know you got money, dog. You don't have to try to one up nobody. I know you have money, bro. Trust me, we know you're a baller. You don't have to, I want YouTube nigga to put your credit cards on deck. But yeah, man, that nigga, I'm gonna roast the shit out your ass and then kick you the fuck up out of here, nigga. All right, look, let's go ahead and subscribe to my big bro Misanthropik one. All right.
Thank you in advance.
Thank you in advance. He got a lot of. If you are a simp, you're going to be very upset, but don't worry, right? Because his kind of content, if you are a simp, is going to piss you off at first. But let me tell you something. You know who used to piss me off sometimes, even though I was his fan? I'm going to tell you one motherfucker that used to piss me the fuck off. You know who it was? Ringo TV Raw.
Oh, Ringo.
This was after Ringo TV Raw and me was cool. Ringo TV Raw did a video. I'm like, bro, and I had did some shit that was like almost simping, but it was like I was thinking about falling back into simping. It's like this nigga was talking to me the whole fucking video. I was like, bro, I'm gonna
Yep.
I said, bro.
That's how
I was sitting in the message like, bro, what you talking to about my life, dog? And but it makes me like that. Go ahead.
Dude, when someone's words are that powerful that you feel every fucking word pierce your soul like a billion daggers flying into you, it's like, dude, it is you. It's you. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck. I gotta change my fucking ways, And
like all of his videos are like that. He ain't got no nice videos, nigga. It's every video. That's like David Carroll too, but I think Ringo TV Raw is even a little bit more ruthless though. David Carroll, he's ruthless too, but Ringo TV Raw, his just I don't give a fuck about you, your mama, how she feel. It's just it's
David Carroll, the rabbit holes. Those are some serious. My God, those rabbit holes are hilarious, man.
He talk about
I
niggas.
Love those, man.
Yeah, he's one of my influences too. But I couldn't be. I can't.
Definitely, dude. I binge on David Carroll. That's my uncle, Uncle David Carroll, man. I love that dude, man. Even though like you've had some disagreements with him, as do I. There's certain things I don't agree with, but you move on, But I don't got time to be like these dudes that you're a coon because you didn't say this, you didn't say what I wanted you to say. I don't got time for that bullshit,
Yeah. And David Carroll, he don't like nobody either. He don't like nobody, except for Quasi 100. But shout out to him, man.
Yeah, Quasi.
Yeah, he's good too. I mean, I grew up watching him. I would say I grew up. I was already grown. But let's get back into this, man. Like, what's up with I mean, I know you're also a channel that you're very against the left. You don't like social justice warriors. You don't like Black Lives Matter. Why is that?
when it comes to politics and shit, very on the surface, when it comes down to the left, there are very few ideals or ideologies that I could agree with. You know, when it comes down to abortion and shit, I'm like you know, with this whole shit with Tommy Lauren, how she got in trouble with the Blaze. Like, I agree with her. Like, you know, up to the government whether, you know, for them to delve into your body and shit like that. That should be, you know, your choice.
I agree
that
too.
Person. Yeah. When it comes to, you know, social justice warriors, I mean, it speaks for itself. You could just look at Berkeley. We'll take one of the most recent events, the Berkeley riots, simply because this fucking guy, Milo Yiannopoulos, wanted to go speak. Had these guys running around, fucking shit up, and they're supposed to be the tolerant left. They're supposed to be the ones that are accepting of, okay, we'll listen to you, but we don't have to agree with you. But it became the right that became that party that it's like, okay, listen, we believe in the ideals of freedom of speech, which I totally agree with. You know, like David Carroll says, like other brothers say, look, freedom of speech is based upon the fact that, look, somebody over there could be saying something that is totally ugly and reprehensible and all that shit, but it's his or her right to say it. And you're supposed to turn around and say, okay, well, I'm going to show you how you're wrong using freedom of speech. Here's where you're wrong. But the left don't like that. The left and liberals don't like that shit. They only want you to think with this hive mind mentality, and I don't believe in that shit. And if you don't believe in that, they respond with violence. You look at that group, what's it called? BAMN, BAMN. I forget what the acronym means, but they by any means necessary. And just by that name alone, that goes to show you that if you don't agree with them, they're gonna make you agree by any means necessary. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, they're openly telling you, if we don't like you, we're gonna fuck you up. I mean, how old are we? You know what I mean? What else did you say about? You said SJWs left.
And Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
RW 47.
Sorry, go ahead.
For the 25-hour super chat. Thank you so much, man. Keep going.
Okay, you're doing a shout out. All right. Black Lives Matter, simply because it's not a black organic organization. It's not an organization. It's just a group of disgruntled individuals that have essentially narcissistic issues, and they go and crash other people's organized rallies. They just go and crash shit. They whine, they bitch, they complain. They don't care when we're shooting each other up over menial shit. They don't care about that. But the minute some white dude comes out and shoots a nigga that I would say 80% of the time ain't where this motherfucker's supposed to be. Area, he's doing some shit he's not supposed to be doing, but they don't care about that shit. They just want to sit and riot and cry and bitch. They're essentially spoiled children. And they're run by white liberals who I do not trust as far as I can throw them. The only white liberal I kind of fuck with is Bill Maher, because he's funny. Some things he says I agree with. And there's a few others, but it's not like there's a video by Lord Jamar. DJ Vlad interviewed Lord Jamar. You know, he goes on and on and on, you know, with Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar put it bluntly. He goes, you know, I don't support Black Lives Matter either. I mean, you look at their fucking guiding principles. Where in their guiding principles does it say anything for the black man? They talk about the black woman. They talk about gays, transgenders, transsexuals. Nothing against them. You know, they're people too. I respect them as human beings. Over there, they're not bothering me. I respect them if they have a good heart. That's fine. But if you read those guiding principles on their site, there's nothing in it for black men. I mean, and what does that show you? What does that tell you about the black community in a whole? They're trying to weed us out. So that's why I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter. They're a joke. They're just fucking spoiled children. much like the left. And if you notice too, with the left and liberals and Black Lives Matter, the whole Black Lives Matter movement kind of got overrun by the Antifas. You don't hear too much by Black Lives Matter. People are starting to wake up to their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's more of an Antifa thing now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
let me ask you this, because you made a great point about the left, the liberals. And shout out to Edward Powell, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You made a great point that liberals are supposed to be more acceptable to change. They should be more open to new ideas. That's what being liberal is all about. But what we find out most of the time, like you said, with Milo Yiannopoulos, and I'm from California. I went to UC Berkeley for a post-bac. Shout out to University Ave. Go Bears. Berkeley's super hippie, always have been super liberal, super vicious, super liberal. The left does not like to hear anybody's opposing views. And that's especially true with Black people, especially Black Democrats. How do Black people take your commentary, your ideas?
I think you already know, man. I think you know, man. I get the coon, I get the Uncle Tom, I get, oh, you're a sellout, you're this and that. And my response is, because this usually shuts people up. I say, well, have you ever picked up any works by Booker T. Washington, who was one of the founding Black conservatives, who's a pillar? He's probably one of my OGs. And I consider an OG not just an original gangster, but older guy, because his values were groundwork for Black conservatives. He was saying do for self. He wasn't saying to assimilate. He wasn't saying, I said, all these guys that made leaps and bounds for Black people were conservative. So what do you have to say about that? They were either Republican or conservative, you know? And usually I get no response to that because it's the truth. But people now, what it is, well, when it comes down to Black people, Uncle David Carroll spoke on this several times. You know, you look at these cities that are democratically ran, they're running to the ground, the crime rates are up. And simply because these niggas are getting freebies, you know, little scrapings off masses plate, they good with that. Instead of working for themselves, taking pride in shit that they get so they could say, hey, listen, this is my shit. You didn't help me with anything. This is my shit. I'm gonna take full pride in this shit. The niggas don't want that. They're so indoctrinated with, well, I got an Obama phone, I got Section 8. That's why these hoes are out there fucking having 15 fucking kids and getting on national fucking TV talking about someone's gonna take care of these kids. Bitch, why don't you close your fucking legs? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just fucking simple. But, you know, that's the answer to that. You know, I get called all this type of shit. You know how it is.
You know, it's so true, man. And it's, to me, like Joku said it. One of the greatest things, you know, David Carroll likes to talk about Baltimore a lot. He talks about, Reverend Jamal Harrison Bryant. But if you do look at places like, Coleman Young in Detroit, I got to do a whole fucking video on that. Coleman Young was probably one of the biggest light-skinned pieces of shit. Memphis, oh my God. I mean, North Memphis. We go on and on about, these cities are ran by leftist movements, and like, for example, let me give you guys an example of what I mean. Just on YouTube. Okay, I have 110 watching people, right? Just on this chat, 111 people. This chat today that we're on right now has raised over $400, okay? Last night, I was on Cynthia G's Hangout. 850 people on the stream. All of these niggas could not give $50. 850 fucking people watching. Why?
And they were all hoes too. They were all chicks, basically, right? And simps, I bet.
You know why those people don't donate any money, don't ever give any money? Because there are people who want shit. They're victims. Victims never will help you do shit.
Right.
All of those, it was 8.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had 800 people watching me. Y'all know my super chats be lit. Then they would have to fucking time the super chat out. It'd be so much money coming this motherfucker. It would be crazy.
Right.
But over
That's
there,
what we got to build up.
Well, yeah, people with that mindset, I'm a victim, it's the white man's fault. They don't give any money. They don't feel that they should.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I got to watch that shit because I didn't know you were on Cynthia G's shit because I'm, obviously from the way I speak, I'm not a fan of hers. But if you were on there, I got to go check that out.
No. I wasn't actually talking. I was. Somebody said, I saw the alert, and it says Cynthia. I would never.
To her. No, listen, look, yeah. I'm all for debate. I'm all for a healthy debate. Like if you were on there checking her, dude, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
Okay, look, JJ Redwood. He was on the stream. Was people donating on her stream, JJ Redwood, like they're doing over here? Ask him. I want to. If you were on that stream, Redwood, who got more money on the stream? This stream or her? And she had 900, 800 people watching at one time. All them niggas over there, white man is a cave. White man cave dwellers. White man smell like shit. What? Nobody. I mean, it's just people like that feel that they should get everything. The motherfuckers are fucking lame, bro.
Yeah.
I guess. They kept asking, what was I doing to improve the black community? Oh, man. But
it's the same retarded shit. It's the same. The minute you start talking and talking with some sense, it's, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, nigga, what are you doing? You're on the same chat that I'm on. So what are you doing? It's ridiculous. It's just that you get pushed into a corner and they don't know what to do. They're desperate at that point. It's like, you ever watch like a Superman movie and you got the dude that won't stop shooting the machine gun at Superman. The bullets are bouncing off this motherfucker, and the dude doesn't. Fuck, I'm not gonna dent this dude. So then he takes the gun and actually throws it at him as if he's gonna. You know what I mean? As if it's gonna actually hit him. It's like they got nothing to say at that point.
Oh man. Yeah, man. She was.
Yeah, dude.
A lot, bro. Let me do some more shout outs, man. Shout out to Geo Scholar. He says, close your legs. Best advice ever. I've never had sex. No bastards, kids, no drama. Women and men need to do this. Work on yourself. Sex can wait. Damn, I ain't never had sex. You better than me? Shit. Ronald K. Armstrong, filmmaker. Yo, shout out to him, man. He got your article. He's actually gonna be, I think this brother, we're gonna hook up this, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna hook up this week and on not this weekend, but like next Wednesday or Thursday on the Hangout. Shout out to him. He actually has an article coming out on the Negro Manosphere about the emasculation of black men. I got it scheduled for, I believe, Monday release. So shout out to him, and we're going to talk about his film that he has, Hollywood, an Emasculation of the Black Male Image, scheduled for May 29th at 12:30. Let me make sure I got that right. That's the right article, right, Ronald? All right, so pretty cool. So we got that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
RW 47. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Cynthia G, how she talks about white people so much. Yeah, she's infatuated. She knows she wants that white sausage. That's why she keeps talking about that shit. She ain't talking about what we could do for ourselves. That's one of the reasons why we're stuck in this rut. We're so worried about what white people are doing. And don't get me wrong, white people have committed atrocities towards us. But that's in the past. We got to learn to move on, And yes, racism exists. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. Trust me, I've dealt with racism from white people. So you'll know it when it's there, but you can't. The problem with people like her and all these victimhood, like the Tariq Nasheeds and all these weak ass niggas is, you can't call everyone a fucking racist. because you're giving the real racists a cover now. Now they can just hide and slip into any which way. You have to allow racists to show themselves. You know what I mean? And they eventually do. Trust me, in some way, shape, or form, they're going to slip and they show exactly who the fuck they are. So that's my problem with people like that.
Okay. Well, bro, I don't, what I want to know is when can I get you to come, when can we come back, bro? Because like we start doing these all the time.
Say again?
Not because of all the money we raised today. I ain't talking about that, but I'm just saying, I've really been looking up to your channel, man, for a long time, bro. Whenever I see you, and hold on a second. What the hell? I got reluctant not be playing in the background. Before he even donated, whenever I would see Misanthropik one, he'll tell you, man, I always acknowledged him, right?
Yeah. I'm completely humbled by it because you're flying up, man. You got the website popping off. You got this shit popping off. This hustle, the YouTube hustle is tough, but you're getting up there, man. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you.
Well, man, it's because of people like you, bro, like that kind of paved the way. Like a lot of times, like you don't know like what impact you'll have on somebody, even like people like you, Solo. Because when it comes to making content, you really don't know how to make content. You know what I mean? Like being a YouTuber, to know how to get a target audience is hard. You know what I mean? You really want to do YouTube videos, it's hard at first. You really don't know. Yeah. And then when you see a guy like, Misanthropik, you see a guy like Solo, David Carroll. I took a lot of, some things that, I kind of see how he attacked his videos. I looked at Misanthropik. I kind of just, like, okay, this is kind of how probably I should go about it. And King Demetrius, true. And I really thank you, man, because you really helped, me kind of hone my skill better by watching you and knowing how to make, like, because your videos are not like very long. Like it's like between 15 and 20 minutes or even sometimes less than that. And so when I was looking at like somebody like David Carroll, his videos a little bit longer, like 30 minutes, like a long ass introduction, the meat of his video. I couldn't do shit like that because it was just too long. You know what I mean? But somebody like you, and I see like your videos 13 minutes, 8 minutes, 11 minutes, 7 minutes, 12 minutes. Like a guy like you, I was like, okay, well, this is kind of the time frame I think I can attack in 15 minutes. I could try to, I looked at all of that. You know what I mean? I didn't make hour videos, stuff like that. It really worked well for me. It worked well for me, but I wouldn't know how to do that without, listening to people like you, people like Solo. So I'm just humbled, man, that you actually would come on, and talk to one of the dudes that refers to you as his big bro, and because you kind of put me on without knowing. And so, was talking about the Simps before. And we wouldn't know, man, like this, like talking about Simps is actually a big thing on Black YouTube. Like that gets a lot of views. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Simping, the MGTOW shit. Yeah, that generates a lot of views. MGTOW's getting views.
Recently they got a shitload of views. Like an article on MGTOW, right?
Yeah, the teens going TikTok. The teens going their own way. Yeah, that one blew up I think within 2 days of me putting that shit up. That anything political, like I did the Joy Villa shit. Joy Villa took my video and put it on her Twitter, and within 2 days, 2-3 days, it was at 20,000. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to the simp shit, you're always gonna hear about it, especially in the Black community. There's a lot of brothers out there that are fucking thirsty as shit. So there'll always be ammunition for me. There's no shortage of that for me. I'm always gonna find something. You saw the one I did about the gas station simp, right?
I'm actually gonna watch it. I think I'm gonna actually respond to that one.
Oh my god, dude! That shit. When I saw that post, I just said to myself, "You got to be shitting me! You got to be shitting me!" There's a dude that put up on fucking Facebook, "Hey ladies, the first 5
What?
The first five women that come to this speedway, it was in North Carolina or some shit. I'm gonna put $20 worth of gas in your tank. And I'm just like, you know, who? I just don't even have any words for that. Like, how do you do that? Like, dude, you should have even seen the women. This was a Facebook post. And even the women were getting at this dude saying like, yo, that's kind of creepy that you're only doing women. You know, and let me just veer off for a little bit. That goes into this whole like fake ass shit that this society is now against women. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where the fuck that came from. As soon as Hillary started running, she started pushing this whole women can do it shit. And now all of a sudden, no one appreciates women. I don't know where the fuck anyone got that from. Now women have to have an International Women's Day. What the fuck did that prove? That proved nothing. You just wanted a fucking glorified day off. You know what I mean? I had to get that off my chest. But anyway, back to that fucking punk ass simp. So this dude, like, that's $100 you're giving away to these whores that you're not even going to be sleeping with. Look, I'm going to take that $100 and donate it to you because you're building something with it. That's something that is going to maintain most likely in the future, you know, it's helping Black men out.
Right.
Well, men in general, but it's for Black men, but it helps out all types of men. You know what I mean?
Wow. And I think you do. I'm actually you mark my word, you actually gave me two topics, man. One is the intellectual mental wall of women.
Right.
All right. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to respond to this gas station simp. Dude, that shit is going to get 10 on my main channel. That shit's going to get about. It's going to be so many fucking Calypso organs in that shit, bro. It's going to be hot, nigga, like fire.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Don Calypso? Is he in here? I didn't see his ass in here.
Who?
Oh, shit. I was hoping for his ass to be in here.
What are you talking about?
Don Calypso. His ass ain't in here.
I was in there too. I think he's working today. But let me do this. Raphael 885, what up, niggas? Shout out to you, my man Doug, for the midget lap dances. Nigga, are you crazy? JJ Redwood, $10 shout out to the brothers, man. All right, so what I'm gonna do is this. Misanthropik one. Man, love you, bro. A whole lot. I actually got Alan Roger Curry in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, you know, through you, and I forget where else. I think I heard of him prior to you.
Yeah, Obsidian maybe. Obsidian is on all the time.
Obsidian, there we go. Yeah, shout out to him too.
He puts in work.
Obsidian Radio, man.
And we got
that motherfucker is.
Yeah, he's good, man. We got a surprise for you guys if you tune in to the next one. If you guys got time. So Alan Roger Curry is coming on. We're going to talk about his new book, and we got some surprises for you brothers. And Misanthropik one, man. I hit you up. What up, Abernathy? What's up, player? That's my dude right there, George Abernathy. What's going on, man? Good to see you, player. Thank you. I hit up today. I was so excited to have Misanthropik one. I'm like, yo, you ready? It's like 5. I was like, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, exactly. We both had to take a shit at the same time, man. It was like, yo, let me go drop this shit real quick.
But yo,
hey, listen. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. That's all right. What's gonna say?
Just a few shout outs, because you know I always feel empty if I don't shout anybody out. You said Solo TB84. Shout out to you, my man Xanatos Clutch. You know him. You know Xanatos, right?
Yeah, the great critic.
Yeah, I love Xanatos Clutch. Shout out to him. My brother, Truth Teller 410. I'm gonna text him. You need to get at him. You will. I'm telling you, he has 500 something subscribers currently, but dude, his videos are next level shit. You just go watch. I'm gonna text him when we're done, and you got to get in contact with him. You need him on this fucking broadcast.
I'm gonna send him right now. Just because you know him, I'll give him a hangout. Just because you know him.
Yep. You see him, right? You see him?
Yeah, I just subbed him. Just because you know him, I'm giving him a hangout. Just tell me.
All right, you got him. Shout out to JD Black, who you know.
Yeah.
the other brothers out there, man. Fucking, you know, Uncle David Carroll is obvious, you know. Even Tommy, even though you had your issue with him.
Shout out to Tommy.
But you kind of pieced it up.
Yeah. I ain't no hater. I go over there and support his super chat and stuff when I can. I don't hate on him.
Because I remember I was watching the one and the replay of it, and he was like, "Oh shit, O'Shea Duke donated to me." He was like, "That's what's up," you know, like so. Yeah. Who else? Oh, your other dude. This is my man. Even though I know you had an issue with him too, Painless. Wherever you are.
Yeah, I mean, I like Painless too, man.
I know you had an issue with him, but Painless is my dude. Nah, you know, I just gotta, you know, put it out there. But damn, I don't know who else.
When is he coming back?
Anybody?
Is he ever coming back?
Yeah, he dropped a couple videos, but he's not doing it as much as he used to. The latest one he did was Black Men and Online Dating, which was good. But he's not doing it like, you know, he used to just drop those shits like every 2 days. He'll do like 2, you know, but now he's not on that shit. You know, he had his situation, which I'm glad he got through. Now he's totally red pilling it. Shout out to you, Painless, if you're watching this. Shit. Equazi. I don't know. Anybody else who I forgot, forgive me. Oh, all the brothers on that list. That's the other thing. Get back to those whores that try to false flag you and other brothers. All they did was they did me a favor because I got onto brothers that I didn't even know existed. So I just subbed all of them. They just did me a fucking favor. I was like, thank you, you know? So
oh man.
Shout out all y'all. If you're on the list, shout out to you. Black domestic discipline. Female that's on our side. You know, so I don't want to ramble. Love you, O'Shea. You know what the fuck it is, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. And like I said, I want you to come back, man. You know, one of my all-time faves. Like I said, I got started watching. I was like, yo, when can you? I was always hitting you up. When can you come on? When can you come on? He's like, all right, we can do it. I've been asking you for a while. Like this, it took me a few months to get you. It wasn't like easy. Most people would be like, yeah, I'm like, he's like, nah, nigga, I got things I gotta do, nigga. But
yeah, gym is work, it's mommy shit. It's I'm sorry, dude.
Nah, I understand, man. But let's get on, man. Next, you know, if we can next week. And if you guys want to subscribe to him, it's Misanthropik 1, Misanthropik, right?
Yeah.
ONE, Misanthropik 1, and his link is in the description. I put it in the description of this page, so you can go subscribe to him. Check out his channel. And like I said, love you, big bro, a lot, man. Let's link up. Hit you on Facebook.
Love you too, dude.
We will we'll link up, man, and come back next week, and I'll tell some more of my simp stories and shit. And I got millions of them, bro. Like for real.
Lord have mercy. I bet, dude. Everybody was a simp at some point or another. Every man. Yeah, man. But my shit was just like, my simp stories are so bad. Like people might unsubscribe from me for shit I did like 10 years ago. Nah, man. The best thing to do is be honest. That's what I learned, you know, listening to Howard Stern a lot. You know, I learned you got to put your soul out there and people will respect it. You know what I mean? They may clown you for it, but at the end of the day, they'll respect you. They may not say it, but they do. You know, that's why I like respect more than love. Exactly. Because respect is something that they will not say, but they know in the back of their minds, they got it for you. Exactly. Well, I sure got some simp stories. But listen, man, let me go use the restroom and oh Jesus. Gotta go back. Again, shout out to Mr. Misanthropik 1. Shout out to everybody else. I gotta check this chat to see if somebody else donated, because damn, it was like so much money coming in today. I didn't even really see the chat. It was like it was moving so fucking fast. Damn, again. Right, yeah, man. Even to get money. Yeah. What the hell is up? Shout out to you, and King Demetrius, shout out to you. You beat me, King Demetrius. Next time I'm coming for you. Oh. All right, bro. So, all right, man. So I'm gonna just do this. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with Alan Robert Curry, you guys. And again, thank you again, man. I appreciate you, bro. And I'm gonna holler at you on. Love you, dude. Love you too, bro. Peace out. All right, peace.